Rejoice, soldier. You are the chosen one. This ancient knowledge has been kept under lock and key for centuries. But today I will go against the girl code lore and expose one of our most confusing species to you. But keep quiet about it. The last thing I want is for Barbie herself to descend from the sky to strike me down and shoot her sick laser beam eyes into my heart, killing me instantly. Actually, maybe I do want that. Just do whatever you want with this knowledge then. Let's talk anatomy. The Weeb girl, in many ways, resembles the Weeb boy. This is a diagram of every part of her body. Right here is the brain, where she considers learning Japanese solely so she can play untranslated yaoi visual novels. These are her hands, which she will use to write Omegaverse fanfiction with. And these are her glasses, which her nearsighted ass will use to watch TikTok femboys dance in miniskirts. Which leads me to this part, which is where she stores all of her regret, of which there is many. Socially speaking, there are even more similarities shared with Weeb boys, such as social functioning. I don't know how to put this nicely, they just don't function well in normal society. No, don't get me wrong, their social awkwardness is different in terms of overall, effect. The Weeb girl is unthreatening in the sense that she won't scare anyone because her arms are too weak to carry her groceries back in one trip, much less deal actual damage with a sucker punch. So when a Weeb girl is talking your ear off, your first thought isn't, am I gonna die here? But rather, great, how long is this gonna take? On the plus side, they actually shower on a regular basis, and that sets them apart from your average Weeb boy. Scientists have been struggling for years to find out why this is, but the answer is actually pretty simple. It's because the normie girls, more on them in a later video, are great at bullying the cringe out of Weeb girls from a young age. Or at least convincing them to hide it and store the cringe for later purposes, like becoming a VTuber, which many Weeb girls will do, or attempt. And I don't know what a fourth wall is. So unlike her male counterpart, the Weeb girl will actually use deodorant, an evolutionary trait we've been trying to fuse into the Weeb boys for decades, all to no avail. Another thing they have in common is overall degeneracy. All humans are degenerate. Trust me, I've read YouTube comments, it's dark in there, but being a Weeb is a step beyond even that. We're not just talking about feet lovers here. They are degenerate beyond the scope of normal. Unlike the Weeb boy, the Weeb girl will have a sense of shame about her degeneracy, but this doesn't stop her from having thoughts. Let me give you an example. A Weeb girl will look you in the eyes, claim to hate Twilight, and try to forget the fact that she owned a Team Edward shirt as a preteen. She will wonder if watching her older siblings play Dead or Alive is responsible for the fact that she's a disgusting coomer with a taste for booba physics. She will come face to face with the inner demons that tell her to subscribe to consenticles, and she will lose that battle every single time. But that's not all. Weeb girls, just like normie girls, are attracted to the dark side. We watch true crime stories to help us fall asleep. And not to go all Freudian on you, but is that an indicator for where our mind goes in times of true lootery? I'll let you be the judge. And you want to know something else? We also fantasize about the call of the isekai. The differences here only come down to genre. Weeb boys wish they could get sent to an anime where they're an overpowered demon lord with loads of maidens. And Weeb girls wish they could be sent to a world where they become the leader of a cute magical girl group and are surrounded by emotionally stunted baddies that will do anything for them. That's barely even different. And the last of the main similarities, they hate themselves. No, yeah, that's it. Both forms of Weeb are simply filled with self-loathing. Oh yeah, the one big difference, provided we're talking about straight Weeb girls and Weeb boys, is the presence of the elusive husbando. Ah yes, there are few moments in life more exciting than the time a Weeb girl finds a new husbando. Why, it ranks almost as high as discovering the joy of pillows, the electronic toothbrush, and detachable shower heads. All very comfortable modern luxuries to have, of course, without any double meanings, by the way. Thanks, YouTube staff. See yourselves out. In her lifetime, she will have many waifus and husbandos, so will always find herself fixating on a very specific type. This type is, almost universally, a tsundere. Weeb girls are extremely weak to this trope. I mean, check out the most popular anime male characters of all time, and there's no way to deny this. Even I am guilty. I just love a man who treats me like shit, but loves me deep down inside. Really helps me look right past all those red flags in real life. What was that thing we heard over and over again? Oh, right. He teases you cause he likes you. We also love emotionally stunted men. Men who just can't seem to show you any fucking sign that he actually likes you. Because honestly, we can fix him. This is what I've been training for, dude. Sasuke might have slipped away from me, but that just means I'm more than ready for you, big guy. But don't let that little speech get to your head. Yeah, I know there's an elephant in the room. A question that demands an answer. I can hear you saying, but Sensei Lucy! First of all, don't you dare call me that. Miss Lucy, this sounds great. I think it would be awfully convenient to just date a version of myself that has booba. How do I attract one? No, wrong. So wrong. Absolutely not. Let's go back to similarities. Weebs hate themselves. Hate themselves. You really want to be in a situation where your partner reminds you of yourself 24/7? Nah, you don't want to gaze too long into that abyss, lest it start asking you if you'd be interested in dressing up like a maid and taking a strap. So now that we've established you don't want a weep girlfriend, I'm gonna teach you how to spot one of our kind and avoid them like they're the physical manifestation of the Darwin and the Franks ending. In their natural habitat, you can find a weep girl slouching in front of her computer at 2 a.m. listening to ASMR titled Yandere Boyfriend Pins You Against his Minecraft Lego set and takes what's his, whispering angry Dorito breath dominant, and wondering why she was even born in the first place. We're always looking for someone to fill the emotional holes in our heart, because no one is filling the real holes in our body, as in our mouths because we're hungry and our puny gamer girl body is too tired to walk into the kitchen and heat up some frozen nuggies. Honestly, they don't leave their rooms that often, let alone their house, so as long as you never walk into a Hot Topic, boba tea shop, or the manga aisle at Barnes & Noble, you're probably safe from any encounters in the wild. Now, in the worst case scenario that you do run into one, the most important thing is do not panic. Weeb girls are extremely easy to disarm. In fact, they're looking for an excuse to not interact with you, because having a social interaction could quite possibly drain them of their energy for the rest of the day. Evolutionarily speaking, they need to conserve their energy. So all you really need to do is make eye contact with them and smile. This will scare them so severely they'll need to return to the safety of their plush cave back at home. And you live to fight another day. And now you're ready. Keep your chin up, soldier. You're all set up to face the world with every tool you need to defend yourself against these creatures. Oh yeah. Axe body spray, baby! This would be a great place to put an Axe body spray sponsorship if I had one. So since I don't, how about I just recommend some good old body wash instead? I know some of you gamer boys have never heard of it. Thanks for watching. Wow, that was a pretty cringy video inspired by Professor Lando, huh? I just, you know, I thought that I felt bad that you guys you had like a video on like the bro code, but you didn't know anything about Weeb girls, so I wanted to make sure that changed, okay? So you're welcome. I stutter, by the way, without a script.